On the call from Prairie View University is Coach Heishma Northern. Coach Northern, you with us?
Yes.
How you doing this morning?
Not too good.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you, tough weekend. Did I get your name right this time, though?
Yes, sir.
That's got to start your day off, Jim. That started off a lot better.
Yeah, it helps a little bit. I mean, it's a rough go around here. You go to a place playing against a team that you feel like you're pretty much evenly well matched against, and you go down there and lay a goose egg. That wasn't the type of effort that we thought we would get from our guys. It's almost like I want to, apologize to all the other coaches that played in the SWAC, because, I mean, that wasn't representative of what we was about. And we talked about, going back and forth with Southland Conference schools, competing-wise in terms of recruiting and playing. And I sort of feel like I need to apologize to the SWAC refs as well, because, they get a hard view, a good riding from us as coaches. But, some of the things I saw the other day, I mean, I was sort of confused and amazed with. But at the end of the day, I tell my players, missed calls don't cost your game. It's missed blocks and missed tackles. And we were really our own worst enemy in a lot of instances.
You're heading to Huntsville this weekend to take on Alabama A&M. What positives do you take out of the game that'll help you out this weekend?
Really, we have another chance to play. That's about the only positive I could take out of last week's game. I mean, in my opinion, we didn't get any stellar performances. We had some good plays, but we just couldn't put together some good series. And like I say, it looked like when we got something going, we get a false start, a holding penalty. When we get a stop on defense, we may get a personal foul to keep a drive going, or miss what in my opinion may have been an easy tackle that should have been made, and you give them more life to continue their drives. But the only thing good about it, we have another chance to make a long bus ride and redeem ourselves.
All right, we'll open the floor for questions for Coach Northern. Questions for Coach Heishma Northern.
Coach Northern, Reggie Benson with the Huntsville Times. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Give me an idea about your quarterback situation right now, please.
Well, right now, Smiley's our guy. We're going to continue playing with him unless he just starts making a lot of mental mistakes. Last week, he may have missed a few things, but for the most part, like I say, in my opinion, he wasn't helped out a lot by the surrounding cast. May it be missed blocks, the penalties, a couple of hot reads that either he may have missed or the receivers may have missed. But, we're going to keep him going. We may try to insert, if we're struggling again, we may just try to insert Jerry just to get a change of pace and see if he reinvigorates our offense. But after coming off of, over 400 yards, a very balanced attack against Texas Southern, in no way did I think that we would come back with less than 300 yards against Lamar. And, just from talking to some of their coaches before and after the game, I think they were greatly concerned about our running game and our balanced attack, and we just couldn't keep things going.
Is that you inserted Jerry in the Texas Southern game, I guess, then to kind of get some things going? Is that what I?
No, Smiley got hurt. That's why
Jerry
came in. But, naturally, I think Jerry still would have played some. Last week, it just was I didn't see the need to insert him, even though we lost 31-0. It wasn't like it wasn't like Smiley was the major reason that we were struggling. I think it was more to it than just a quarterback. Even sometimes when quarterbacks get sacked, we want to put it all on the offensive line. You want to put everything on the quarterback, but that wasn't the case.
Was Jerry's situation that if Smiley just clearly beat him out during the camp, or have you guys gone to kind of a different kind of offense, or what?
No, I mean, if you would have been up here, you would have seen that Jerry had some issues with some injuries himself, and to me, that was a bigger factor. When like I said, you can't make the club in the tub, and Jerry spent a lot of training camp in the tub for a variety of reasons.
Give me an idea. You watched this A&M outfit. I mean, the last several years, it seems like you guys have, those games are kind of going right down to the wire. Give me an idea of what you see when you watch this A&M team.
I told our guys, I mean, we're going to have some very physical practice this week. You know, we're going to go live to the ground, and we don't do that much around here, but I think that's something that we need to do to let our guys know. And, you know, they better get their shoulder pads tightened up and maybe wear 2 mouthpieces because, you know, I know after a while of watching Lacey run and the quarterback is running the ball well, you know, you better be ready to tackle. And that's what the game is going to come down to. Whatever team tackles the best. Both of us like to run the football despite all the stuff that's written about, you know, us being a spread offense. But I think at the end of the day, if you're going to be a championship team, you have to run the ball and you have to stop the run. No matter how much you throw it or how good you can throw it, you better be able to run it and stop the run.
Obviously, it's early in the season, though, Coach, but, you know, the games are getting critical as we move forward through this thing. How obviously it's big for you guys. You got to turn around and make a road trip like you mentioned earlier. Take me through it. How important is it for you guys this early in the year?
I mean, it's very important. We're sitting at 0-2 right now, and the most important thing for us to do is get a win to get that bad taste out of our mouth. And, you know, we got 2 very long road trips back-to-back. We start off, I think, with 6 games. We don't play at our home stadium for another month or so. So it's very important that you do get a win or you'll start, you know, feeling like early October, you need to put your stuff in mothballs, and we don't want to feel like that around here. Like I say, I've been, you know, getting some emails from some alums and all this kind of stuff about what we need to do. But at the end of the day, we just need to come out and play Prairie View football for 60 minutes and let the chips fall where they may.
Last question, Coach. Health-wise, how did you come out of the game?
We came out fine. I think we may have had one guy, and it was a re-injury. He went into the game with a nagging ankle injury, but we, you know, it's not like, you know, we were playing Nebraska or somebody. I mean, we didn't take a physical pounding. I think a lot of our wounds were self-inflicted. We looked at the film, and we'll get right back at it. But you know, injuries won't deter. We won't make any excuse about anybody being hurt or anything like that.
Hey, Coach Northern, good morning. This is Charles Edmond from WPRL.
Yes, sir.
Just talk about this 0-2 start. I know when I talked to you during media day this summer, you didn't expect that. What's been the toughest part about this 0-2 start that you've had to deal with?
I guess the biggest thing is just dealing with the way we lost to Texas Southern, and then coming back with a in-state team, a team that you compete directly with for recruits. And then to go down there and you know, 31-0. I think if we'd have played that game 10 times, I never would imagine getting beat by that ball club 31-0. You know, for as many transfers, I looked at the 2 guys that made all of their touchdowns were both Oklahoma State transfers. But to me, it's still the fact that when you don't go out and do the small things right, it doesn't matter where those other kids are from. You know, it's not like it was Randy Moss when he transferred down, or it wasn't that big a difference between our team, in my opinion, and their team. The bottom line is when you keep giving opportunities, no matter who you play against, you're going to end up losing some ball games. But, you know, it is very disheartening when you think you may have some leadership in some spots, some very physical ball players in some spots, and it's not quite showing up. You know, we played 2 football games, and we don't have any sacks. And the way Alabama A&M is running the ball, we may not get any this weekend. So, you know, like I say, we just got to go out and do the small things right, and you know, hopefully we can sneak out of there with a win.
One final question for Coach Northern. Coach, if there are no further questions, I'd like to thank you for joining us this weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you as well.
And wish you luck on your trip up to Huntsville to take on Alabama A&M. Kickoff once again in Huntsville is at 6 o'clock, and there'll be an announcement Thursday on the location of that ball game, whether it be at Cruz at another alternate location.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Coach.